on this Friday morning, August 29th. Thanks for joining us on Arc Rochester. I'm Abby Fridmann.
Say it one more time. When is this?
It's Friday.
Yes! Amen to that. I'm Dan Schrack, but we still have 2 full hours. Packed show to get to, so let's run down what we have brewing for you.
Students are getting ready to head back to school and enter those cell phone-free classrooms. Today, we're speaking with a child psychologist to learn more about what this new state law is and what it means for students, families, and teachers. Yeah,
some important information to come your way. Then it wouldn't be a Friday without the weekend buzz. Sandy will join us live in studio for this week's Jerk or Justified, as well as First Try Friday. And from what I understand, it involves chocolate.
Yeah, that is
today.
What I've heard as well.
Yeah.
Which is great. Then later, we're continuing our Friday music series here on Arc Rochester. And today we'll be joined by the band Karma. They have some upcoming shows, and this morning we will get a very special performance from them live in studio.
One of the best parts of Friday, the live music.
Definitely, yeah.
Another good part of every day is that we have a great team of meteorologists here at Arc Rochester. Mark McLean, no exception. His forecast, though, leaves a bit to be desired.
Well, it is more like late September, early October, right? I mean, temps in the 50s and 60s out there. The sky just looks that way. I mean, just look at the wham cam right now. Doesn't it look like it's that time of the year, almost that early to mid-fall kind of vibe out there? But, you know, the sun's trying to fight for us, too. Look at the city skyline. It's lit up there with a little bit of sunshine, but the cloud height pretty low. That's why the clouds look gray, because they're forming lower in the atmosphere. They block more of the sun's light. 6,000 feet, west wind at 5. The visibility still pretty good for us, and any chance for a shower should taper in the next hour or two. If we don't catch that shower this morning, I think it's a dry forecast straight on through the holiday weekend. The keys are in it, so they say, in terms of the forecast this weekend and early next week. Upper 50s by lunchtime, low 60s at 4 o'clock. So, yeah, it's going to be a cool day. And on the way up for the weekend, we're going to go through the upper 60s Saturday, mid 70s on Sunday. And, of course, in just a few minutes, we're going to talk about the Labor Day forecast. And we've got some info on Hurricane Katrina coming up on the Arc this morning, too, the 20th anniversary.
Yeah, hard to
pretty
believe.
Remarkable.
All right, Mark, thank you.
you.
Let's go off the top now. Start with some things that have piqued our interest this morning. I saw the headline of this and immediately thought of you, Daniel, at first.
What is it? I don't know this one.
So do you remember how you used to get a bunch of parking tickets at your old apartment?
Yes.
Like a ton of them?
Yes.
It's kind of like that, except the people in this story seemingly did nothing wrong. So what were you doing? Hold on. But what were you doing when you got your parking tickets?
In order to not have my vehicle hit, I had to park it on the wrong side of the street. But by parking it on the wrong side of the street, I was given a $50 parking ticket. But if you parked it on the right side of the street, your car got hit.
On more than one occasion?
6 occasions.
All right.
6 vehicle replacements.
So you had a bit of a problem. Rory, you can scroll for me, please. Thank you very much. So this story is kind of similar, but also not really. It started all the way back in 2022. This couple, Ed and Judy, they're the main people at the center of this issue. They got a warning from police that they could not park in their driveway, like right in front of their very home that they had for 36 years. All of a sudden, it turns out it's actually been illegal for them to be parking there the entire time. The reason? It violated the beautification plans for the neighborhood. Keep in mind, they've been there 36 years. Apparently, it's been illegal this entire time. Shortly thereafter, they found out this. They wound up with a ticket for $1,500 saying, move the cars. This stems from the planning department's code to, quote, ensure front yards don't turn into parking lots.
It's a driveway.
Yeah, they said because Ed and Judy's house didn't have a garage or a cover over their cars, it was technically in violation. And then they got a note saying they would face additional fines of $250 each day if they didn't move their car. Now, as for the neighbors, they're not facing any issues because they have a garage. Obviously, Ed and Judy were pretty upset. I mean, who wouldn't be, right? They decided they were going to fight the issue. So the planning department decided if they could prove that the concrete pad outside the front of their home had been there for a significant amount of time, and historically used for parking, then they might get a waiver. So you know how people are on social media. As soon as they get fired up about something, they make it happen.
Yup.
Right? So word of the stories started to spread, and people from all around the world started to help out. One person who actually owns an aerial photography collection went through the collection and found a picture of the house from above, and it had the concrete pad out in front, 1958.
Ooh,
Yeah.
love it.
So they were able to prove it's been there for a while. After quite a bit of frustration and almost 3 years, the city finally waived the fines and has considered this to be a new parking space that has been grandfathered in. The mayor says this isn't the only thing that'll change. They're actually looking to get rid of some rules and regulations that simply don't make any sense. And apparently, there are quite a few of them. Going forward, Ed and Judy are allowed to park in their driveway, but they have been told they cannot park on the sidewalk. And to that, I simply ask, okay?
Yeah.
Like, there's
right.
a big difference between parking on your property and parking on it. Like, it's
Yeah.
just so silly to me. I don't
Yeah.
know. I've been
Yeah.
scratching my head over it all.
What I'm thinking when they say you can't park on the sidewalk is you can't block the sidewalk
Right.
with your vehicle while you're parked in your driveway. Okay.
They haven't done.
It doesn't sound like that was an issue.
Pictures for copyright reasons, but
Doesn't sound like that was an issue at all. Yeah. It kind of sounds like the city might be backtracking a little bit here because, we're going to grandfather you in because you were able to prove this. But listen, you can't change the rules of the game when it's already in play. You can't decide, we're going to do this beautification thing, so whomever owns property and does these things is no, it's not how it works. It's not how it works.
Yeah.
You buy
Confusing,
into a homeowners association.
yeah. And I don't even know if I don't know if like where they were living had rules. Like I really didn't know too much about the story. No, it was in San Francisco. I know that they were pretty much the only ones in the neighborhood getting these tickets. But it's really bizarre, no? I mean, I'm glad it's all worked out for Ed and Judy, and it's been 3 years in the making for them.
Listen, if they took it in stride and they went the appropriate route, okay?
Yeah. Calling the news.
Yes,
As you
yes, yes. I would have not been so cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah. Well, I know you wouldn't have paid them.
No, and I'd have said, "Come and get me," and kept hitting the gas.
What?
I'm just saying.
You'd run from the law?
No. You just keep driving. You just keep doing your thing.
Okay, so not running from the police.
No, I'm not running from the police. Absolutely not.
Okay.
No, but like, if parking in my driveway is the biggest crime of the day, you guys feel you need to solve, let's go. I'm just saying.
All right. It's your
All
turn.
right, let's move along to mine. Bill Belichick's girlfriend, Jordan Hudson, has just filed a trademark for the phrase gold digger. Yep, the same phrase critics have used to describe her since their relationship became public. But she wants to put it on jewelry, keychains, and other kitschy merchandise. For context, Jordan Hudson, you see her there, she's 24 years old, and her sudden multi-million-dollar real estate adventure only began appearing after meeting the 73-year-old Bill Belichick. That's a 49-year age gap, for those of you who can't do fast math, and he's worth an estimated $75 million. And fair or not fair, that gap fuels speculations about motives. People joke, people criticize, and clearly she hears those jokes. What this trademark tells me is that instead of ignoring those criticisms, she's choosing to own it, cash in, lean into it. And we've seen stuff like this before. Celebrities often rush to trademark phrases connected to their brand. You've got Paris Hilton, who turned "that's hot" into a revenue stream. Taylor Swift trademarked Taylor's version. LeBron James tried and failed to trademark Taco Tuesday. Sometimes it works, other times not so much. But the common thread in this is if there is money to be made on a phrase, someone is going to try their hardest to lock it down. And here is where the legal side collides with the cultural side of all of this. You wonder, should people be able to own words just because they can afford the paperwork? You can buy a phrase? Essentially, that's what trademark law allows. If your application goes through, you get exclusive rights to slap that word or phrase on merchandise and block others from doing the same thing. But language is supposed to be shared. It's the way to connect with other people. It's what we use every day. And when money starts walling off certain words, I think we should pause and ask ourselves, what does that mean for the rest of us? So whether Hudson is reclaiming an insult or just testing a business opportunity, it raises a bigger question. Are we okay with everyday phrases being pulled out of the public conversation and put behind a paywall? Personally, I think that it's as ridiculous as it sounds. Like, wow. Why do I have to pay to say gold digger?
I don't think you'd have to pay to say it. I think
to
use it
print
and
it
make
on a
money.
shirt.
Yeah, and make money
and sell
off
those
of it.
shirts.
Yeah.
That's no.
Yeah.
No.
When money gets involved, it all gets so toxic.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry. No.
Yeah.
And so go to danschrack.com. By the end of the day, I'll have gold digger t-shirts up there. You can start buying them.
Didn't you buy a website?
I did buy a website. So you know how we have buffaloplus.com? Mark, you might actually remember this. During my time on the weekends, I liked to give my 2 cents on sports. And I would tell the viewers to go to buffalominus.com for my version of things. And what I did was I just linked buffalominus.com to the Buffalo Plus site. So they got the same content there. It was the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, but that way
it was just your own little fun way.
Yeah, it just made me feel really happy when I did it.
You still have it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't.
All right.
Think so.
Hey, listen though. You know, I mean,
what? Hit me.
It's 2 days. No, it's nothing about the story really.
Oh.
It's 2 days this week, where almost 3 actually, where you have gone in a direction with a story and you've shocked me. There's been some significant growth this week.
Wow.
Like
that's what 1 year on Arc Rochester does. How do you like that?
Life is sweet, baby.
Listen, you were out there. You heard some of the edits.
Yeah. And I'm trying to figure out, so some of the things Dan was saying, he was like, nope, I can't say that. Nope, I can't say that. And he was typing away. And then you put together like this very well thought out little story. And I'm trying to figure out where those words and those sentences would have fit in with this story.
Well,
was it a different direction entirely?
It was a different direction entirely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it was a different direction entirely. It was more focused on the phrase gold digger and looking at through a closer lens at what we're seeing playing out between Jordan Hudson and Bill Belichick.
Maybe it's love. Maybe it's love.
Listen, I will stand by it and say that Anna Nicole Smith was in love with her husband. We have to wrap it up. Stick around. We've got so much more to come here on Arc Rochester, including when we come back, we're checking in with Chris Lopez, who is setting sail this Friday morning, not setting said.
Don't forget, take us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. We're back after this.
ready to set sail back in time because this weekend, 2 historic schooners will once again cruise the waters of Lake Ontario, giving passengers a chance to experience what life was like aboard these classic ships.
The tours are back by popular demand, and this morning, Chris Lopez is live at Ontario Beach Park getting a closer look at these pieces of history. Chris, what's going on?
What's up, guys? Bill Belichick approves this boat here. Takes off at 10 o'clock, and there's a total of 5 sails. I'm here with Captain Dylan this morning. Owner, captain of this ship. This is beautiful. This is big, and it does not get me sick like the When and If did, so that's pretty nice. Dramamine probably helps as well. Walk me through this ship, and I want to start up here. This is it's a tad bit different than the When and If. We do have a little bit of the technology, the Garmin technology, but this is pretty cool right here. Talk to me a little bit about this.
That's as old school as it gets. I mean, we have our compass. That's how we steer our courses. This is a traditionally rigged tall ship here, a traditionally rigged gap rigged schooner, replica of the 1800s Baltimore Clippers. But yeah, you're man the helm from back here. Crew steer a course off of that compass there. Of course, we have GPS backup as redundancy, but that's the tried and true method right there. Use the compass.
And you've been sailing for 30 years, what you told me. Is this one of the easier ships that you've ever driven before? Because you've ran through the Rolodex of the different ships. Yeah,
they're all have their unique difficulties, but this is, if you have the right crew, this is pretty easy.
And total of 125 people can fit on this. Let's say you have 65 here. They are going to help you guys set sail, though. So that will happen today at 10 o'clock.
Absolutely. We'll take as much help as we can get. It's not a clever team building exercise. We really do need as much help as possible. Crew go over all the basic commands and what you need to know and what you're doing. But
all right, and let's take a walk. Let's start to explore more of the ship. How many crew members help you out on this?
Minimum of 5. So every trip we do, public day sails like this, we need at least 5 crew members. When we're doing offshore transits, we try to double that. So at all times, someone is at that helm. So you have watches that rotate day and night to keep the boat going.
And you guys also, she's gone right now. I wish she was here. You guys also, maybe we'll run into her. There's a ship dog that was born on a ship, hangs out on this ship, and runs around.
Absolutely. Yeah, she's on the dock right now, but her name's Leilani. We can probably get her over here. If you come sailing with us, you will certainly see her on board. Anytime an order is shouted, she barks it at the crew, make sure that they are moving quick enough.
and when people are on here, how are they going to be able to help you guys set sail?
Well, as soon as we get off the dock, we point the boat into the wind. We form 2 lines, one on each side. Oh, here she comes now. Leilani, come here. Yeah, we form 2 lines on the deck. Here she comes. And we go over 4 basic commands and get everyone as involved as possible. But some people think it is a gimmick, but we certainly need as much help as we can get.
All hands on deck.
Yeah, and our mainsail alone weighs about 2,600 pounds.
Okay, so definitely all hands on deck.
Absolutely.
So this right now, not the fastest boat in the world, but back in the 18th and 19th centuries, when this was new technology, if you will, this used to be. Absolutely. How fast does it go now?
Well, yesterday we had a great sail. We were out here going about 10 knots, a little over 10 knots, which is pretty incredible for a boat that weighs 165 tons. But yeah, back in the day, this was fore and aft sails, allowed them to sail upwind a little bit easier than the full rigged square ships, British ships that this would be historically chasing as a privateer. So yeah, more maneuverable for sure.
10 o'clock. And total of 5. When do you guys stop sailing?
Our evening sail is 6:15. That's a 2-hour sunset sail. That's where we're calling it the Wind and Wine. We'll be doing wine tasting on board, and we have some local Finger Lakes wines that we're serving.
Anyone interested, you can just walk up here and get your tickets. You'll see the boats from afar away. You may see Leilani chilling out right now. And then we're also going to have information on our website on Fox Rochester as well as 13wham.com. Stay tuned. We got Uno Mas hit at roughly 8:40 here on Arc Rochester.
Leilani kind of looks like she runs this ship.
Yeah, she's in charge for sure.
100%. Love it. Thank you, Chris.
All right, don't go anywhere. When Arc Rochester returns, we have weather trivia.
Yeah, Mark McLean will join us coming up on the other side of the break.
Welcome back. Mark is here now with a look at today's cooler temperatures. We also have weather trivia to get to.
Yeah, a lot to talk about. I was digging in for trivia and looking at tornadoes. I was thinking, which country in the world gets the most tornadoes? I don't know. I was thinking about things that spin. And, I guess that's where I went with the old trivia today. So that's the question. Of the choices on the list here, you have Russia, Australia, Spain, or the United States as 4 choices.
Okay.
What conditions do you need for tornado development?
Like a lot of flat land, no?
Flat land helps. Yeah, tornadoes definitely do not like terrain. That's for sure. They hit like mountainous areas. They have a tendency of falling apart.
So Australia, you've got a lot of that.
Yeah.
Especially in Western Australia.
It's just a flat desert, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm also thinking, though, just about sheer size.
Yeah.
Spain, compared to any of those, is teeny.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
geographically.
yeah, if that one were to see more tornadoes than the U.S., there wouldn't be Spain.
Yeah, it's true. Right?
You know what I mean?
There would be significant damage to a small area. I get
That's
that.
a good way of looking at it.
I would
Yeah.
say no to Spain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've got it, and I think, and I also think Russia. We are so far north. You're not going to see tornadic weather while it's blizzarding.
Right. Yeah, that would be a rough combination. It happens. It can happen.
Okay. I think I've
narrowed it
I've
down.
got
We'll
it.
have the answer at 9 o'clock right here on Arc Rochester for you to see. So, yeah, it's kind of an interesting question for today. Hopefully we won't see anything like that this weekend, right? Labor Day weekend, mild air Saturday. Sunshine for Sunday and Monday looks pretty good. Mid-70s there for Sunday. And if you have a outdoor barbecue, you have friends, outdoor plans. Yeah, look at that. I mean, it's back to summer air for Monday. And we've had 5 days in a row with rainfall, technically 6, although it didn't register at the airport this morning. So it's funny when you look back at records and, something like that slides by. But, it was just very light rainfall out there today east of Rochester. Now, it's going to help with the drought. We still have the moderate drought for Rochester. This was updated yesterday from the National Drought Monitor. And look at parts of New England. You get up towards Vermont, New Hampshire, parts of Maine in severe drought right along the coast there. So we'll take any rain that falls. Now, we do have a couple of showers. You see those up towards the Lake Ontario shoreline. This is Lake Ontario producing a little lake effect. This is some of that cold air behind that cold front that's channeling across the lake surface. And it's going to keep that chance for a shower in for, like I said earlier, the next hour or two. But I think by this afternoon, we'll start to break away from any chance for rain. High pressure slides in for the weekend, and that means that we're in pretty good shape here weather-wise heading into the weekend. You can see the clouds that are producing there. Look on the far right-hand side of your screen. You see how that cloud base is so dark? So that a little bit more atmospheric moisture content in some of those clouds. That's where that shower is coming from. The wind is technically out of the west, but all morning long it's been out of the northwest. So planning forecast, planning temps in the low 60s late this afternoon. It's a late September, early October feel to the forecast. Tonight will be in the upper 40s, partly cloudy. That's valley fog south, and extended forecast back to school, back to September. Woof.
Woof, indeed.
Rain returns by Thursday.
You know, I'm looking at that planning forecast for the day, and midday it says clouds fade.
Yeah.
Clouds Fade sounds like a comeback album for an artist, right?
It's
Clouds
Mark's
Fade.
comeback album.
Comeback.
Yes.
Don't call it a comeback.
He didn't go anywhere. All right.
We're
Mark.
going somewhere. We got to
Yes.
go to commercial break,
Yeah.
and we still have a lot to get to this morning.
Stick around. We're back after this. .30 this Friday morning. Thanks so much for sticking with us here on Arc Rochester. Today marks 20 years since Hurricane Katrina devastated New Orleans. And today, after countless hours of hard work and prosperity, the city has rebuilt and become one of the top tourist attractions in the world.
This morning, we're taking a closer look at just how far the city has come. Here to tell us more about that is the president of New Orleans and Company, Walt Legger. Good morning. Thanks so much for being here today.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be with you.
Walt, where are you right now?
Right now, I'm in the iconic Superdome here in New Orleans, which was 20 years ago a shelter of last resort for people who were unable to evacuate as Hurricane Katrina came bearing down on our city. Today, one of the most iconic sports arenas anywhere on the planet. We just finished hosting our 8th Super Bowl at the Superdome, more than any venue anywhere in America. Obviously, a really special place for us and a symbol of rebirth.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if you can tell us the comparison of what the Superdome looked like 20 years ago today compared to today.
Yeah, I mean, I think many have seen the images. The part of the roof was ripped off, and so there was sunlight, bearing through the roof over our head here, as well as rainwater, pouring in, and a little more than 10,000 people who were here in the stadium just kind of hunkered down, doing their best to make it through one of the nation's most devastating storms to ever strike our coasts. So today it is a gleaming, shining example of what a modern stadium should be. Again, a lot of money invested over the years to get it back up into the condition that it's in today. And we had Taylor Swift here just about a year ago. We had the Super Bowl a few months ago, and ultimately this has been the site of so many triumphant moments for our community, and a way for us to continue to emerge on the global scale and remind people that this is really a truly unique and remarkable city that is well worth visiting. And we hope that your folks listening and watching will come visit us soon.
And Walt, the juxtaposition of the headlines of New Orleans 20 years ago compared to what a Chamber of Commerce headline for that same city would be today is truly remarkable. As we look back and reflect on that, what thoughts come to mind?
I think mostly what makes me think about is that the people of our community have really embraced the idea that tough times don't last, tough people do. And with a little bit of help from our friends and from our neighbors and from people all over this country, we've been able to rebuild one of the world's most special places. We have a $14 billion flood protection system now that protects this city. It's been tested time and again by hurricanes over the last several years, and we've come through it largely unscathed. Tens of billions of dollars invested in other infrastructure to make us more resilient and to allow us to be able to live with the water that does surround us. And then, of course, the private investment that's come in the form of new attractions or new hotels, and the rebuilding of hundreds of thousands of homes that were damaged or destroyed back 20 years ago. All these things a symbol of the toughness of our people and the ability to withstand some of the most challenging things that have come our way. So it's been a team effort. Certainly each and every person in our community has put their blood, sweat, and tears into building this city back. And also that's been a shared burden that people around the country have also added to. So we're grateful for that. And today, I think, very thankful for our fellow countrymen who have helped us along the way.
I really like how you started that. Tough times don't last. Tough people do.
Yeah.
That's really remarkable.
Beautiful.
Really remarkable.
And one other thing that you said there, Walt, was, how the community is so. I feel like, and I've never been to New Orleans, but it's on my list. I really want to go, and I plan on going soon. But I almost imagine that people who visit will be able to pick up that feeling, feeling of resilience from people that they interact with on the street. Tell us about the community and the welcoming nature that they have.
Yeah, I mean, undeniably, I think when you do come to visit us, and now you've got a friend here, so please, we're going to hold you to that. You got to come look us up, and certainly come visit our website at neworleans.com. Pick up on that. The thing that makes us so strong is our sense of community. And when you think about the types of celebrations and the way that we come together as a community with hundreds of festivals every year, often around food, celebrating music, things like Jazz Fest and Mardi Gras, these are really community celebrations where people really come together and share their lives with one another. And so that was part of what was so devastating 20 years ago, was that people were spread out all over the country, refugees from our homes, and desperately wanting to get back here so that we could be together again. And so over those 20 years, the iconic moments have been those those events that brought us back. And the Superdome was a site of one of those. In September of 2006, just a little over a year from Hurricane Katrina, we reopened the Superdome. The Saints played the Falcons. It was an iconic day of joy and celebration and sort of a release. And I also think the beginning of a feeling that no matter what we went through, we were gonna come back. And so this place is special. It's a great community, and we look forward to welcoming you and everybody else that can make their way down here. It's a place like no other.
It certainly sounds like it. Walt, thank you so much for your time this morning. We really appreciate it. If you at home want to learn more about New Orleans and all they have to offer, neworleans.com is the place to go, or foxrochester.com. We'll make sure the link is there for you. Thank you again.
Thanks, Walt. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Enjoyed it. Thank you.
Stick around, much more to get to this morning. When we come back, we are once again going live to Chris Lopez. He is setting sail this Friday morning.
Hey, and don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. Arc Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around. We're back on the other side of the break. Hey, if you're looking for a unique way to spend Labor Day weekend, how about trading dry land for the deck of a historic ship?
Two incredible schooners, the When and If and the Liberty Clipper, are docked and ready to set sail across Lake Ontario. Chris Lopez is live at Ontario Beach Park with a preview of the nautical adventures. Hey, Chris.
A preview and an explosion by Captain Dylan right now. I guess this is something you guys do every day, right?
Yep. Yeah, every trip we like to do a little salute with our black powder cannon. Just something for fun, but everyone loves it. It's good when we're sailing by to fire the cannon. Sometimes when and if shoots back.
It's small, but it packs a punch,
Exactly.
and you're going to like that right now. But before we get to that, logistics for this weekend. You guys sail 10 o'clock all the way until total of 5 sails, right? Did I get that correct?
Correct. Yeah, 5 sails a day, today and tomorrow and Monday. Sunday we're also doing a brunch Bloody Mary mimosas and pastries from a local bakery, sorry on the name.
Vincenzo's.
Vincenzo's Bakery. They're going to be supplying all the pastries and all the good stuff for us. But yeah, we'll be firing our salute cannon here, so salute to the yacht club, I guess, right now.
Okay, all right, I'll let you.
all right.
I'm told this is really loud. Someone back up. It's small, but packs a punch.
It's small, packs a large punch. Fire in the hole.
Oh. That was really loud, actually. That was pretty cool. It's a nice way to wake up on a boat. I don't know. That's the boat dog there. All right, so I'm here with Bob Whiting, also Faye Towner. You guys have an exciting weekend, Labor Day weekend. What's so cool about these boats coming here in Rochester? Because earlier this morning, you said they used to pass by Rochester and go to Buffalo.
Yeah, they would pass by Rochester, go to Buffalo. Years and years ago, this was one of their ports that they stopped in. But then they decided to begin on the other side. All we want is for them to come back, be here with us. We welcome them. I know they said to us when they came the last time that we gave them the best welcoming that they had ever had. Unfortunately, they came at 1 a.m. this time, so we were not necessarily out to welcome them. But what's really great is this gives you an opportunity to go out on historic boats that have been in the water for a while. It's very safe. We make sure that it is. They get vessel safety checks. The Coast Guard checks them and makes sure they're safe. So it would be very safe for you to come and be a part of this. We want you to come down this whole weekend. We're here all 4 days for you to come down and be a part of this, or go out on the website, or go to Facebook, Tall Ships Rochester, or even Ontario Beach Park Program Committee, and you go there and you can actually sign up and come on the boat.
You can walk here and get some tickets, right?
You can walk right up to the boat and they'll sign you on a boat and get you paid for it here.
Any advice for first-time people that are going to sail?
First-time people that are going to sail, get some crackers before you get on the boat, or get some pretzels and bring them with you so that you can relax and understand that you're not going to get sick. But the most important thing is if you can take Dramamine a half an hour before you go on your sail, and I guarantee you won't get sick. Chris can tell you all about that.
Yeah, I can tell you all about that. And a pro tip from the captain of the When and If. Take your Dramamine when you're standing on land, wait about 15 minutes or so, then hop on the deck, and you should be okay. But one thing you may or may not want to do when you're taking the Dramamine is drink. Bob, why didn't we have some wine poured for us?
Try some of this before you go out and calm you down. I don't know.
What's the significance, and what does this bottle of red wine have to do with these boats here, particularly the When and If?
The guy who renovated the When and If, Doug Hazlitt from Hazlitt Wineries in Watkins Glen.
Okay.
Put a lot of money and a lot of effort in to save that ship from the junkyard. And in commemoration of that, he bottled this wine. He owns a winery, and he put this wine together. It's a picture of the ship on the front. On the back is the history of George Patton and the renovation. So we thought we would close this segment with a toast using the wine from Doug Hazlitt and the When and If.
Okay, all right, let's waste no more time.
So.
Toast, guys. I'm going to send it back to you guys in studio on this. Hey, Faye, you're not going to drink with us, Faye?
Oh, yeah,
Go ahead, Faye.
absolutely. Bob can reach
So what do they say? Good winds and calm sails or calm waters or whatever?
I believe so. I'll take their word for it. Back to you guys in studio,
For the rest
Toast.
of the weekend and the trip back to the East Coast.
We're going to have information how you guys can sail
Bottoms
on this
up.
on Arc Rochester.
We're cheersing with you,
Bottoms
Chris.
up. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, he mentioned it. More info on foxrochester.com.
When we come back this morning, we're learning more about the cell phone ban in effect at New York State schools.
We'll tell you more on the other side of the break.
Time right now is 8:48. We are heading into the final weekend of summer with a lot of schools getting ready to go back next week. However, this school year is going to look a little different for students in New York State.
It certainly is. A bell-to-bell cell phone ban going into effect, hoping to give a positive impact on focus in the classroom. Here to talk more about it is child psychologist at URMC, Melissa Heatley. Melissa, thank you so much for coming in. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So let's dive right in. I am wondering, what was your initial reaction when you heard news that they want legislation to do away with cell phones in school?
I feel two ways, like many parents do. On the one hand, I like being able to know where my kid is and be able to communicate with them. And on the other hand, I know that our kids in school need to be focused. They need to be paying attention to their teachers. They need to be socializing and playing with each other. And they need to be learning coping skills that don't involve devices in their hands all of the time. So I feel two ways about this.
Yeah, like you said, I'm sure that so many other parents are feeling the same way. And I know that you can't talk about your patients specifically here, but how often do you hear about kids struggling in school because of their devices, whether it be a cell phone or an iPad or a smartwatch?
Yeah, I work with a lot of districts in this area, and we see many students in classrooms really struggling to disconnect from their internet-connected device. They have a hard time putting it down and focusing on their educator. They also really have a hard time disconnecting from social media during the day. And we can all relate to that bling coming up on your phone and your attention is immediately drawn to that. In our young children, in our teens especially, their less developed brains really can't turn that off. They can't stop paying attention to it. And so we need to help them focus on their real life with their friends, with their teachers in front of them.
I want to dive a little deeper into that and talk about social emotional development and what it looks like for those who are constantly connected versus those who, mom and dad said I couldn't have a cell phone until I turned 17. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, so there's gray in everything. And there's no one right or wrong way to parent. You really have to know your kid to know the level of connectivity that they can handle. And also, we know that kids who are constantly online, who are constantly connected to their devices, especially really deeply involved in social media, these can have damaging effects on their mental health. And kids who struggle with mental health challenges also often struggle to disconnect from their social media and disconnect from their devices. And at the same time, social media can have benefits. It can help kids connect with communities, learn new information, learn new hobbies like cooking or crafting. And so we really encourage parents to work with their kids to develop media plans that can help enrich their lives, but also balance their social and emotional development and their learning needs.
I know one of the reasons behind this bell-to-bell cell phone ban was bullying and online cyberbullying.
Yeah.
How much of an impact do you think this will have on the amount of bullying that we see at schools?
Yeah. It's hard to say exactly what the outcomes are going to be, and I think the data is still emerging on that. And also, it is a lot harder to leave your math class, go find the kid that you're bullying, and then go tell them something insulting to their face than it is to send them a quick message under the desk and go, that felt good. So the amount of bullying I anticipate is going to decrease just because it's not going to be as easy to do. It's not going to be as accessible to bully.
Absolutely. I'm wondering, for the students getting ready to go back, knowing that putting the cell phone in the backpack is not one of the things they're going to be able to do.
Yeah.
And for mom and dad who may be a little hesitant, but we got to follow the rules here. We're going to, we'll get through day one and you keep on plowing through from there. What is the guidance for them that you would give them?
Yeah. One is that we want you to talk to your kids about what school is going to look like the first couple of weeks without the cell phones present. and make sure that it's not a surprise for them day one. 2, if you have concerns, talk with your school teams. All of the schools across New York State have developed very detailed plans for how you can connect with your children, how your children can connect with you throughout the day. And 3, if you really have significant concerns about how your kid is going to do without their device, work with your school team to develop a plan for how to access coping skills when they are away from their device during the day.
All right, so then it's on the same topic, but it's a little bit different. So like, let's say there's a parent watching and they're thinking to themselves, okay, my kid's birthday is in 2 weeks. The plan was to get them their first cell phone. What is a good way to give them that while also saying, you're not going to be able to use this at school, so here's the limitations for when you're at home? Do you implement limitations at all? Like, what's your advice?
The American Academy of Pediatrics has a really great tool that allows families to develop family media plans. And that includes guidelines that you negotiate with your kid on when it's okay to use your device and when it's not okay to use your device. And so families should look at resources like that to develop a plan with your kids. I'll also say that schools are allowing devices to remain oftentimes either in lockers or in yonder pouches or in backpacks. Many kids go to after school activities where they're going to need to be able to communicate with their parent to say, hey, can you pick me up? And that's still going to be possible. You're going to want to look at your school plan, which is available on the New York State website on the Distraction-Free Schools Law, to really understand what the guidelines are for your specific school on when kids are allowed to access their cell phone and where those devices are going to be. At the end of the day, we want to make sure that kids really understand the boundaries, the limits, the rules, the regulations around it, but we also want to make sure that our kids are growing happy and healthy and focusing on what really matters, which is their real life in front of them.
Yeah, this.
Yeah.
Human interaction.
One-on-one.
Absolutely. Doc, thank you so much for your time. For somebody sitting at home, in addition to going to the school website, looking up that plan in advance of the first day, where else can they go for more tips like this?
American Academy of Pediatrics has a really great set of social media guidance, so I would start there.
Perfect.
The other thing that I will just add is that many people are nervous about what it's going to look like. We have a couple of school districts in this area that have implemented bell-to-bell cell phone bans already. And the first week, kids are kind of anxious and they struggle. Second week, they start to talk to each other. Third week, they're learning how to play euchre. Fourth week, you get a food fight. And now we have kids who are being kids, and life kind of goes back to normal. So if we can get through these first few weeks, we can do some fun things.
A food fight does sound fun.
It does sound fun.
Thank you so much, Doc. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester as we continue into the 9 o'clock hour.
Yeah, we're back on the other side of the break.
morning, 9 o'clock on this August 29th. Thanks for joining us. I'm Abby Fridmann.
And I'm Dan Schrack. That's meteorologist Mark McLean. Back with us once again. We're talking about the long holiday weekend forecast. Before we do that, we are going to get to weather trivia.
Well, it's the timing is good here because we've had rain for 6 days in a row. And that's a weird thing to say during a summer that's been so dry. So, we kind of earned it for this weekend. But weather trivia is interesting today. It's asking about tornadoes and which country in the world experiences the greatest number of tornadoes each year. And the selections were Russia, Australia, Spain, or the United States. What did our social media audience say on this one? Uh-oh.
Mark.
Yes.
I think you made a little bit of a mistake this morning.
What did I do?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I posted it. Mark. Oops.
So everyone in the comments got it right.
Oh, that's funny.
Did anyone say anything funny in the comments? Ashley,
I'll
you've got to be
hit the
kidding
button.
me.
And
Someone just did the laughing emoji and
Yeah.
said D,
Oops.
question mark.
Okay, so geography does play into this. Okay, but the other thing that plays into this, you got the Russia thing was too cold. Australia is just too dry. It's just a big desert. Spain is too small. And the United States gets 90% of the world's tornadoes.
Wow.
90%. 1,200 tornadoes on average per year. We've had some years where we had like 1,800. And the reason for it is that all of the different types of air that can exist in the atmosphere can exist in the United States all at the same time. So even though the U.S. is only 3.5% of the surface area of planet Earth, all of the air masses, that Arctic, you've got tropical, you've got dry, drought, desert Southwest air, you've got cold.
Is that the only place that can happen?
Only place that you can have all 5 types of air butting heads in the middle of the United States all at the same time.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it is. And it's just it's a laboratory for severe weather.
For the record, I was going to guess the United States.
You were going to guess the United States.
That was my guess, yeah.
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah, and we get some, I was going to say terrific. They're not terrific, but I mean, terrific in terms of the magnitude. But let's go the other way with this now. Let's go to the,
Oh, who is this?
Pacey, is that how you say that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Pacey with her pacifier.
I know.
And pajamas.
What are we doing? Is it a sleepover?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a cute photo.
Super cute.
Yeah.
And she looks like she's incredibly soft.
Yes.
Okay,
I could just pet her head.
I am wondering with Pacey, have you guys ever seen those doodles of if a dog wore pants, where would it wear the pants? And it's like the ones of front legs to back legs, or is it just back legs?
Oh, yeah.
I think she's got the front leg to back leg.
Yeah, that's full body right there.
Full body.
Yeah.
Full body
Yeah, definitely.
pants.
So there's no muddy paws if you got that, right? I mean,
Nope.
Yeah, we just mop it up. Today we've got a couple of showers out there, but next few days look good. So, we're going to keep the dry weather around through probably next Thursday, actually. So the muddy paw outlook next week is going to be dry to start off. Those are Lake Ontario clouds right there that you're looking at, coming down to about 5,000 feet into the atmosphere. The breeze out of the northwest bringing some of those clouds on shore and giving us some rainfall. I'll show you that in a second, but first I want to show you this. 5 straight days of rain.
Woo!
Wow.
Do we get a prize or something?
Right, in a drought-stricken season.
And there's going to be more today.
There's some on radar. I'll show you that in a second. But the last time that we had 5 or more days in a row of rain was in early May. I mean, that's it's been a bit. That's what I'm going for here. Ultimate Doppler showing just a couple of widely scattered or isolated showers coming in off the lake. Ontario, Webster, see those drifting to the southeast and kind of fading as they do so. So any of that action that comes off the lake loses its energy after it gets off the lake because that was its energy source. So the farther it gets away from the lake, the more it rains itself out. That's how that kind of thing works there. The satellite radar has a cold front just to our southeast, and that means that the next couple of days are going to be cooler than normal for you and me. Tonight's going to feel like late September, upper 40s for the low temperature, high pressure coming in. So, you get that walk in early Saturday morning. You're probably going to be looking for the jacket or at least a hoodie for the first time in quite some time. Labor Day weekend is going to warm up, though. Upper 60s Saturday, mid 70s on Sunday. We're near 80 for Monday. And the old golf cast It's drying out. 57 at 10 o'clock, 61 at 1 o'clock, and 62 at 5 o'clock.
You know what, though? Tomorrow offers the perfect day to get out, maybe do a little bit of yard work out there.
Yeah.
Mow the lawn before people come over on Sunday or Monday
Yeah.
for the barbecue. For the
I definitely have to mow. The lawn is back to life. It's amazing how fast it went from brown to green again.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild. And yeah, did the yard work, some of that last weekend, and I still have the consequences of that on my
Sure
left
do.
arm. Nothing a little over-the-counter stuff can't take care of. 47, partly cloudy sky, valley fog south
Tequila?
tonight. No, what's the pink medicine that you use for poison
Cortisone.
ivy? No, it's not cortisone.
Oh,
calamine.
Cal.
Yeah, calamine.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what's on there. 80 on, did you need to know that? 80 on Monday,
No.
81 on Tuesday, 80 on Wednesday, and the rain makes a comeback for Thursday. Could be a soaker then, too. I'll have to watch that one.
But we
other day.
didn't need to know when you were photosensitive either.
Yeah.
Photosensitive.
We're just sharing.
just-
The other day, we're sitting out here, and Mark goes, "You want to see something gross?" and like lifts up his suit coat sleeve.
Yeah.
And he had
Poison ivy
on the
and,
shirt from-
stains
and
all over the
blisters
shirt.
that had popped
So
from the poison
gross.
ivy.
He's like, "I was going to show you earlier, but you were eating."
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw her walk to the microwave. I'm like, I can't do this to her during breakfast.
I mean, that was respectable.
It was. He's a good friend.
Respectable. Yeah.
But, you'd be a better friend if you didn't do it
Yes.
in the first place.
Still an oversharer. Do you guys want to have a look? He'll post a picture on social media, probably accidentally, because he doesn't know how to use social
Yeah,
Poison ivy's
the
the
poison
worst,
ivy
though.
on
It
your
is the
arm, not
worst.
anywhere else, Mark.
Yeah.
It's at the phase now where it's fading.
Sorry, Mark.
Oh, don't go anywhere. We've got a lot more to come here on Arc Rochester, including when we come back. We're going to be taking a look back at weather history with today marking 20 years since Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah, don't forget, take us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live right now on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. We're back after this.
20 years ago today, Hurricane Katrina made landfall, coming ashore just southeast of New Orleans as a Category 3 hurricane.
A levee system failed, and most of New Orleans was covered in floodwaters, made worse by a delayed government response, resulting in nearly 1,400 people dying.
This morning, we wanted to take a closer look at the path of Katrina. Meteorologist Mark McLean joins us now for more. Mark, you were on the air this day here at 13 Wham 20 years ago. Talk to us about what you remember in looking at the forecast.
Well, this storm rapidly intensified. I mean, it was a Category 5, which is, top level. Winds around 175 miles per hour out over the Gulf of Mexico. It came off of southern Florida, out of the Bahamas there, and turned into a Category 1 storm. And as it's moving across, there's New Orleans right there. If this storm had taken a path that was maybe 40 miles more to the west, it was devastating for New Orleans as it is. But if it had gone 40 more miles west, New Orleans would have been completely devastated. I mean, it was devastation anyway, but they would have had a 20 to 25 foot storm surge. They had a 12 to 14 foot storm surge, so almost double the amount of water that was in New Orleans. You could have doubled it.
Why is that?
Because on the right-hand side of the storm, that's where the wind is pushing. It's counterclockwise. So as it's going in around the storm, that's where the wall of water is the highest. So on the backside of the storm, it's actually pushing water away from
okay.
Yep. So this is some of the video there. On the air that night, we knew it was going to be a major disaster for that area as it moved in, partly because of the storm surge and partly because of that track, but also because of the rainfall with these things. I mean, not only are you getting that wall of water that comes in, but you're getting 5, 8, 10 inches of rain in some of those spiral rain bands. Those rain bands are also producing tornadoes on land as they move in. So, I mean, it's really the worst case scenario. Plus the geography of this area, it's below sea level. They have pumps out all throughout the city that have to pump this water out every time they have a thunderstorm. I mean, and then you think of something like this, and then there's no power for these pumps. So, it was the worst. It was the worst. And people were trapped in their attics because they wanted to get up out of the water. Yeah. Well, some of these attics didn't have a way to get out or windows. Yeah. And that's how, unfortunately, a lot of people lost their lives during this, is that they didn't have something that they could cut a hole in the roof with to actually get out of their houses. So a lot of them drowned in their attics.
Yeah, seeing the video, you never get used to it. Every time you see it, it's just a reminder of how horrific it really was. When you say storm surge, explain that to the people at home who maybe don't know exactly what that means and just how significant it really is. Yeah, so
I actually have an explainer too on the weather graphics, if we go back to those, of how this works. And say this is your home, and obviously this is an illustration here, but that ocean water is pushed in by the wind, okay? And there's also a drop of pressure in the center of that storm that slightly lifts up the water surface. So as that comes in, the slope of the shoreline becomes more and more gentle. So this water, which is not compressible, ends up being pushed onto the shore. And you can see that in this case, this is illustrating a 12-foot rise in water. Well, that's up to the middle of your second story. And in parts of Mississippi, parts of Alabama, Katrina produced a 20-foot storm surge. These areas are much less populated, but a 20-foot storm surge, if it hit something flat like Florida, would go 20 miles inland. Yeah. I mean, just from the ocean.
When a city is below sea level, though, there's for the water to recede. That's why there are pumps that are there.
And it sat there. I can remember it sat there for weeks and weeks and weeks. The interstates, were shut down. At one point, there was speculation that the Superdome would have to be torn down. Even the roof of that was coming off in sections because that turned into an emergency shelter. They didn't. The facilities were overrun. Is a nice way of saying that it was just brutal. So even that was there was some speculation that after that had moved through, and 20 years later, you talked last hour to the gentleman down there. They're still recovering. Yeah. And one of these can come through and will at some point for other major cities. And all these cities along the coastline, you go to anyone that lives in D.C., you think about it. Anyone that lives in New York City, you have a Sandy come through. If you live in Boston, you think of the storm there in the late 1930s. it's going to happen in other spots.
Go ahead.
Is there anything that these cities, just from the outsider, a meteorologist who looks at the data and can historically look back, is there something that these cities could be doing, you think, to save more lives, protect more people?
It's tough. Flood protection is probably the most expensive thing in weather. It's every year it costs insurers and reinsurers the most of anything in the United States. I mean, hail damage, or you talk about all the other catastrophes that happen. So in these spots, these levees were built to handle a moderate Category 3 storm. Well, this one went over that. Okay, it was at the upper end of it. So some of the levees toppled. Well, after that happens, now you got to rebuild the levees. And how are we preparing for the next one? Are we going to rebuild all the levees now to a Category 4 or Category 5 storm? Do we have to take these earthen levees that have been there, since the city was founded and construction started? Do we have to take them from 15 feet tall now to 25 feet tall? And where's that coming from? Are we using steel and concrete? Are we going to go to earth levee solutions? So there's a lot that goes into this. For the folks that were displaced, they never went back. Some of them lost everything.
Yeah.
I mean, some of these places you can't afford flood insurance.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really sad. From a meteorological standpoint, you knew that this was coming, and you've talked about it. You saw it making its way closer and closer, and you'd been talking about it for quite some time. It made landfall. We saw the devastation. Is there anything that meteorologists learned from Katrina that they didn't know already? Sorry to put you on the spot.
No, I would say that there are some people that just won't listen to the message, okay? And that the next one that comes in like this will have to push harder, because 1,300 people lost their lives. I never thought in the cell phone era that was even a possibility for any city of any weather calamity that would ever happen. How can we lose 1,300 people to a weather calamity? So I would say the messaging part of it was the part that needed to be reinforced. And these folks, no offense, they have hurricane parties. They have a Category 1 storm that'll come through. They have a tropical storm that'll come through. The schools closed and whatever else, and and some of them just don't take the message seriously. That happens too.
Tragic end, though.
Yep.
Tragic results. All right, Mark McLean, thank you for the insight. We appreciate it.
Time right now, 9:19. Much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester.
We're back right after this. part of every Friday, the Weekend Buzz. And Sandy, if I can just say it, the Weekend Buzz is much better when it's Sandy. Oh, I didn't say it. Is he in town? Is he watching?
I hope so. No, I don't think he is. I won't tell him.
Okay.
Happy to see you as
I'm your fan.
always.
Thank you for still coming. You're supposed to be on vacation this week, right?
Yeah, but it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. I mean, you would think that I would look more refreshed because I slept in, and I am a hot mess. Like, I
look
almost
great.
was late today. I was like, how does that happen? Anyhow, okay.
Okay.
Are you ready for Jerk or Justified?
Yes.
Now, for those of you who don't know, Jerk or Justified is something that we do on the show, Spazzano and Sandy, 98.9 The Buzz, where we decide the moral compass every day at 7:20. And those little pet peeves that we all have. So if you have an idea, let me know. Reach out to me on social. Okay, so today, now this one went back and forth to the very final vote.
Whoa.
I know. Now it's back to school season, and whether you have kids or not, everyone gets a little nostalgic about back to school, right? I know. So, if you were to have a high school reunion, okay, and you don't invite your spouse, you intentionally exclude your spouse from coming to the high school reunion, Jerk or Justified.
Oh, man.
Whether it's an official high school reunion or just a bunch of you bumped into each other and you want to go out for drinks.
Kim wants to be excluded.
She does? Your wife?
is in December. She doesn't want to go.
She doesn't want to go.
Wait, wait, is that your wife, Mark?
Yeah.
And do you want her to go to your high school?
Yeah, I said you want to go?
Do you really want her there? No, the answer is no.
Yes,
You
but
do?
just to, it's going to be. It's first. This is all like last second stuff. Like everyone's like, it's our 30th, and then
30th.
Let's throw something together last second. But yes.
Well, he said that out loud, 30th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That was
this
brave
isn't
right
the
there.
question you asked, but
No.
Dan and I both were not invited to any kind of high school reunion.
Wait, what?
I know we had a 10-year. I didn't get an invite to that.
Wait, are you serious?
And
Oh,
I'm
no.
willing to bet we had a 20-year at some point.
Wait,
but
why weren't you invited? What? How were you? Like in school?
I was lame. There was a reason I wasn't invited. And it's probably
No, but they probably couldn't reach. Like they probably couldn't. Oh, whoa.
I know.
social media.
They probably
I have the
couldn't
blue check
reach
mark
us.
next to my name. They could find me if they really wanted to. They didn't want to. It's
Wow,
okay.
I feel weird talking about this now. With
No.
you.
Listen, no, it's good.
Not at
If
all.
you were,
It's fine.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now.
would not have gone.
I have zero desire.
Okay, I am telling you, you don't think you have a desire. A bunch of us met up, and this is kind of where this came from too, because a bunch of us bumped into each other. We're like, we should all get together. I didn't think I needed that until I was there, and I'm like, oh, I needed that, and I wasn't like what?
I didn't.
No?
I can assure you, I didn't need that.
Why? What kind of kid were you in school?
I was a theater kid, but I was also picked on. Like I didn't need to go back and relive any of that. Thank you.
Yeah, but okay. So now I hope she's not watching. So we
You
all
know she is.
we all just met up. This happened, right? So
Okay.
and I did not invite my spouse. I did
Okay.
like in the group chat. We're like, should we invite our spouses? And we all said no. So then I didn't exclude my husband. I just didn't invite him. Anyhow, So we walk in, and I'm never the first one there, but I was the first one there. And I'm looking around, I'm like, oh my God, nobody else is here. So then I walk back out in the parking lot, walk back in, and in the breezeway is this classmate. This is the girl who wanted to kick my butt after school one day.
What?
Oh my God, the story is
For
crazy.
why?
Well, I kind of just, I
we
think
want the
I'm
truth.
tougher than I am sometimes.
Okay, okay.
So I was defending someone. Okay, long story. Anyhow, here I am. This is the visual. I'm at my locker, and I'm pulling my clarinet out of my locker. And it's after school, so I'm like pulling my clarinet out, and here she comes with her and her people. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But anyhow, somebody else stopped it. Sandy's cool, she's cool. But anyhow, so she was the girl that was there when I first got there.
my gosh.
And I'm like, and I all of a sudden had panic attacks.
Yeah.
Where's my clarinet?
But she was very nice to me.
Was
she? Was
she?
very nice. Yes, so I'm telling you, she was so sweet. It's like she forgot that moment in time, which I did not.
You know what? That's exactly it.
They forgot.
You forgot that moment of time, you jerk.
I don't. I didn't
My
forget.
heart was racing. I'm
Yeah,
like,
no.
I'm thinking about my exit strategy.
I'm so glad that she was nice to you. That
No, she
if
was very
if she
sweet,
was
very
mean,
sweet.
You invite
listen,
me to the next one,
Yeah.
Sandy. I'll
No,
go
she was
with
nice.
you.
We're cool. We're cool.
I'll be your protector.
Yeah.
Go to your own. How about go
no,
to your own?
thank you. No, thank
We don't
you.
know when it
Yours.
is.
Yeah. Oh goodness. No,
Yeah.
I think you're totally justified.
Okay.
In not inviting the spouse, especially
Yeah.
you did it as a group decision. Hey, do we want to bring our significant others? No, send. Okay.
It does
Yeah.
kind of sound bad though.
No, I don't think it does.
If you were okay, fine. We all agree.
I do, and like I also think it depends on how well you know your spouse. Like I know my my husband would not want to go. Like if
I
I
see
was
what you're
like,
saying.
oh, do you want to go to my high school reunion? He'd be like, not unless you really, really, really want me there.
Yeah.
But
See, I
if
don't
I
think-
said like, oh, I'm getting together with the girls from high school, they're bringing their husbands, he'd go.
Now, if there was like a little, a flame or someone you dated for a long time, what the heck is that look on your face for? Let's pretend there was someone there.
Okay.
Or, okay, let's switch it. Your husband's going to his high school reunion. There's somebody that he dated for a long time. Would you now want to definitely be invited because of that?
No.
Okay.
No.
If you are still stuck 20 years in the
You might
past,
not know until you see that
Sandy.
person. And so, oh, yeah, you're
Just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You're right.
No, I would not care. I would not care.
no. And you know what? You get there and they connect. Keep them. Go for it.
Keep 'em.
Keep them. More trouble than they're worth if they're willing to walk away that easily.
gosh.
Because guess what?
Yeah.
You're taking half of it, what you got anyhow, right?
Did you meet your husband in high school?
No.
Okay.
No? Where'd
No.
we meet?
At the station.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the new kid, and everyone was talking about this guy's.
You're
gonna be
not
so
supposed
great.
to date someone at
I know.
work, though.
You know how many disclosures we had to sign?
Really?
Yeah, we did. But anyhow, everyone was like, he's gonna be so great. And I was all excited. Mike Danger! And he shows up with hockey hair and a flannel. I'm like, who is that? But then I cleaned him up, fell in love, and the rest is history.
There
You
we go.
fixed him.
We don't like to say that out loud. Okay.
Everybody loves a project, right? When we come
All right.
back, what do we have this morning? First Try Friday.
Yes,
What's
we're
next?
back on the other side of the break. this Friday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on Arc Rochester. The gang is all here because we are getting ready for First Try
Yummy.
Friday.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Now, Ashley found this one actually, and it's really good. She goes, what about this? I'm like, oh my God, this is so perfect. So apparently there is a song, well, there's like 60 years of research behind this actually, which is, I know, right?
Okay.
A lot of research. How music can change the way your brain thinks about something.
Okay.
So this one composer put together this piece, and it's supposed to make chocolate taste sweeter and silkier when you're eating it and listening to this. It's like 78 beats per minute, and it's like, I don't know, the melodies and the whatever. I don't know music, obviously, but anyhow, it's the way it's composed that it's going to make chocolate taste better when you're listening to it and eating chocolate at the same time.
Okay, so do we dive in and try it?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Before we do that, Ian, could you grab me new batteries? Because I want to be able to hear it by my own.
Do we, so should we take a bite of the chocolate first and do,
So we take,
yeah,
do you have your own
control.
vegan?
Do you have yours?
I've got mine.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, so you're supposed to take, now the song is not that we're gonna let it play for 90 seconds, but the song is as long as chocolate will stay in your mouth and melt.
Oh.
So I don't know if you're supposed to just let it sit in your mouth.
Thanks, Ian.
You at home right now. Yes. No, not you. Yes, you. You. You've got 30 seconds while we open this to run into the kitchen and get a piece of chocolate so you can try this too.
I'm very,
Try it
like,
with
how
us. We
big
want to
is
know the
this?
results. News at 13wham.com.
Okay.
Scientific.
I've got a chunk ready to go.
I wish this was the pre-cut bars. Okay, I got it. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Steph.
I'm
we couldn't
sorry.
afford those ones.
I'm
We
bad
blew
at
the budget on the
Honestly.
whatever cake.
You want to know how much that cake was? Sheesh. All right, so we're just doing this and just enjoying this like it is a normal piece of chocolate, right?
I guess so.
Okay.
Do you have the song?
Yeah.
Will
We're gonna just try this. No, this is our control.
Oh, right.
You gotta do
right.
control.
Good. Good thing you're running.
You gotta
this
keep
now.
that whole
Yeah.
piece that's in your hand.
Oh, the whole piece?
Yes.
No, I'm not eating the whole piece.
I can chew it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just eat it, like. Okay.
All right.
It's
And like some
chocolate.
dead air. It's fine.
Okay.
Delightful.
I mean,
right.
Hershey's is already sweet in itself, so it's going to
It
get
is.
sweeter, I guess.
Now we got our second piece.
Okay.
I need something to wash us down.
Now we got to really get in the moment, though.
Okay.
Just focus.
Yeah. Listen to the music and
Yes.
breathe.
Cut this in half.
Right.
Does the chocolate go in now?
We eat
Yeah.
it.
Oh, wait, mine already went in.
Close your eyes. Take a trip in time.
You've got experience in this kind of thing.
Anyone? It's doing the opposite of what it says it's doing.
But I think it's because I slowed down.
I think it's because of the kind of
Like, I
music we're
wasn't-
listening to.
That's it. It's supposed to be the music. So does it taste silkier? I guess it does taste silkier.
Muted.
Wait a minute.
Muted.
Yeah.
Yeah? All right.
It tastes exactly the same. I'm sorry. I really tried.
I'm gonna
really
go with
tried.
you and say. Oh, I forgot. I'm gonna go with you and say it tastes silkier.
It tastes silkier, but less sweet, which is weird because it's supposed to taste sweeter.
Let me have another one.
I think it's because I'm taking my
Music
time.
on.
How many more of those do you have in your pocket?
Oh. It says you're supposed to taste a little bitterness from the chocolate. It's supposed to enhance the bitterness.
Oh, enhance the bitterness?
Oh,
Yeah.
well then I kind of agree.
Dark milk crank up the bitter taste.
Okay.
I just downed the
Sharp
candy
notes
bar like it was
crank up the
nothing.
bitter taste. Well, then, yeah, because it's not as sweet. So, yeah, I think it works. Oh my gosh, someone's falling asleep. Yeah, get into it. Get into it.
This is.
Is this the only way to eat chocolate now with
Well,
the song playing?
Here's what I'm
I should
thinking.
slow down
I'm
when I
thinking, Kim, can we get this song playing over in our relaxation room Like that's
Probably
a
on the
good. That's
playlist.
She's giving a thumbs up.
that's some good zen. I like this.
You like it?
It's good.
McLean, what's your?
Yeah, it was good.
He's
it was a little bitter.
lying right now.
No, I mean,
He's like, yeah,
I'm getting it right now. Actually, now that the music's off.
Did you eat your whole
Okay,
candy bar?
here's
Yeah,
the thing.
I found that whole-
Mark's a little bit bitter today. Okay.
Mark's a little grumpy. It's okay. He's you know,
I can't hear you.
What happened?
what happened?
Inside joke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Well, okay,
tried,
speaking of putting this in your relaxation room, did you hear the song Weightless? So the song Weightless is supposed to do that. It's like if you're stressed, you're supposed to play this song Weightless.
Weightless.
And it's supposed to just totally chill you
Who
out.
sings it?
I forgot. Can I get my phone? Is
He's
it
looking
weird
it
to
up right
get
now.
off step for a second?
There are no rules with
This?
the show, Sandy.
I guess so. Okay. Do you have it?
You got it.
I think that might be it. It's supposed to totally chill you out and calm you down.
I don't think that's even possible.
I like
It made me more anxious listening to that.
Great.
Aviation High by is it semi-automatic or semi-precious weapons? Somebody tell me. Anybody know? No?
Nope.
I have no idea.
It's a real song. It sounds like the beginning of that. Somebody.
Listen, anytime you want to come by and just make us eat, it's a good day.
I know, I love that.
It's a good day.
Yeah, it's one
Hey.
of our favorite things. The other favorite thing, though, on the show.
Oh my gosh,
we've
live
got
music.
Some live music.
Live music,
good.
people. Don't go anywhere. A lot more fun headed your way right here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back, our summer music concert series continues.
Yeah, don't forget, take us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. We're back on the other side of the break. Welcome back. It is Friday, and our summer music concert series continues on Arc Rochester. Today, we're very excited to have the band Karma joining us.
Yeah, they're getting ready for some upcoming performances, including a show next week at Three Heads Brewing. We, though, are going to get a live preview in just a couple of minutes right here in our studio. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
All of you. We've got a big band here today.
Gang's all here.
Yes. Talk to us about Karma. For somebody sitting at home who's unfamiliar with the band, what is the sound?
How would you describe that?
We're kind of eclectic. We're mostly like a classic rock, hard rock kind of vibe, but then we've been taking some pop songs and adding our little flavor to it. So, you know, we do a go-go song that's normally very upbeat and bubbly, but we add some chunky guitars and it sounds like a Motley Crue song, you know?
Nice.
So we like to keep people on their toes.
That's cool. How long have you guys been playing together?
Oh my, well, we started, 2010. I mean, this configuration here has been 10 years.
Yes.
Wow.
It's been 10 years.
This year it'll be 10 years.
That's incredible. Can we go around and introduce everyone?
I would love that.
Terrific.
Go ahead.
I'm Vic.
I'm Mike.
Sean. I'm Patrick.
Nice.
All right, very good.
I'm Phil.
Oh, and I'm Jenna.
Yes, we forgot about the two of you. So we've been around since, for the past 15 years you've been performing together, which is really incredible. Has the music evolved over that time? Has the feel and the vibe changed? You said you're eclectic in that you kind of mix things up with modern and a little bit of the classic stuff. Is that how it began?
I think we were heavier.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
Yeah?
We've gotten a little.
You have to adapt.
Yeah.
Yeah. The scene changes, you know, and you have to evolve.
Yeah. For
To
you guys,
survive.
when you guys play a show, what makes a good audience? Is it if they're attentive? Is it if they're up dancing out of their seats?
All of the above.
Oh,
all of
okay.
those. Yeah. I love. Oh, look at us. I love seeing people sing the lyrics back. I mean, we like to play songs that everyone knows, which is why our idea for this Alanis thing is everyone is just super excited about it. I've wanted to do this for years. Like, wouldn't it be great to play the whole Jagged Little Pill album from start to finish? It was such a great album. Every single song is a banger. And for people my age, you know, 50-something, it was pivotal. It was absolutely like nothing that was out there before. And so the idea to do this, I was like, man, I'd always love to do it. I'd always love to do it. And then I talked to these guys and they were like, heck yeah, let's do it. But then to find a place. And I would talk to different bar owners and things and go, oh, that sounds really cool. And that sounds really cool. And then I was at Three Heads Brewing talking to Jeff Dale, the owner, and he said, wait a second, pull out your calendar, I want this. And so we put a date on the books and hit the ground running, and it's finally here. I can't believe it.
So how long ago was that? What was the evolution of getting it all on its feet?
I think, so I've been talking about it for 4 or 5 years, and in February we put it on the books.
Wow.
And so and then the whole album's only an hour. And it's like, you can't have somebody come out for an hour. You know? So we were pulling a bunch from all her different albums, a bunch of really great songs. She did a bunch of covers that we're doing. So it's a full night of music and fun and trivia, and we're just so excited.
Yeah.
Sounds like an absolute riot.
Really looking forward to it.
Excellent. And when you're looking at some of the other songs that you're going to pick, what do you kind of keep in mind?
I kind of went through down the rabbit hole on this one. I started researching her live concerts, the songs she played the most, the songs she opened with the most, the songs she ended with the most, her encores, everything. So I kind of modeled it on that, just because I figured if she's playing them and her crowd loves them, hopefully ours will too.
Was there one song that you said, I don't care, we've got to include it?
100% uninvited.
Oh, okay.
Listen, that's a good
Because
one.
we do that regularly.
Okay.
And that kind of got us going, and maybe we could do this.
Very nice.
Yeah.
On the other side of the break, you're going to be performing for us here in studio. What are people at home going to hear?
We're going to do Right Through You, because it was the most easily transferred to an acoustic setting and had the least amount of inappropriate things in the song.
Perfect. Which is what we're looking for. We used to be rated TV MA. We're back to G, and we'd like to keep it that way.
It's a family show.
Absolutely.
We do want to say one thing that Jeff asked us to say. There's only going to be a limited amount of tickets being sold at the door.
Okay.
So get them on Eventbrite before then. Otherwise, we'll see you on Friday.
Yeah. Very good. And we'll post all that information and much more on our website, foxrochester.com. Don't go far. Karma performing live in studio on the other side of the break.
We're back after this.
Oh yeah, that is.
I'm gonna hit.
Hello, welcome back. We are back now with more from the band Karma. They're getting ready for their show happening at Three Heads Brewing.
Mm-hmm. There are tickets still available, but you want to get them before they're gone. Ladies, one more time, where do people go to get those tickets?
On the Eventbrite website or on Facebook. There's an event. It's Jagged Little Pill by Karma on Three Heads and on the Karma page on Facebook, and there's a link there for tickets as well.
Perfect, and we'll post all of that information on our website after the show. One more time for somebody sitting at home, we want to know what we are going to be hearing.
We're going to do Right Through You off Jagged Little Pill by Alanis Morrissette.
Terrific. Ladies and gentlemen, Karma.
You took me for a joke. You took me for a child. You took a long, hard look at my eyes and then played golf for a while. You shake us like a fish. You pat me on the head. You took me out to wine, dine, make you mine me. Didn't hear a dang word I said. See right through you. No right through. Feel right through you. I'd come back. I didn't think I'd show up with my army and this ammunition on my back. Now that I'm this thing, now that I'm a zillionaire, you scan the credits for your name and wonder why it's not there. See right through you. Go right through you. Feel right through you. Walk right through you.
Abigail.
Daniel.
Final thoughts. It's a Friday. What do we got? We had live music.
We did. Live music.
Love live music.
Weekend buzz. Always good.
Always a good time.
Sandy's always fun.
Your weather segment was great.
Yeah.
The retrospective, very important.
Working that night, it just brings you back to that. I mean, some of the memories that you have. I remember saying on the air vividly that there's going to be loss of life in this storm.
Yeah.
I probably have said that. I could count it on one hand.
Yeah.
How many times I've said that in 25 years on the air.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Really incredible.
It is.
Incredible stuff.
First week that we have been back together.
First week, well, I mean, part of us have been back together.
I meant you and I.
Oh, you and I.
It's been a while.
That's true. That's true.
It's been a while.
It was 2 weeks.
It was 2 weeks, and then it was a week together, and then it was 2 weeks again.
Huh?
Wow.
I feel like I've hardly seen you.
I know. Listen, did you miss me?
Very much.
Very much. But she's ready for another vacation.
So I'll be off next week.
Yes, we'll all be gone next week. No, we have a big next week.
Yeah.
Lots of back to school stuff
All
planned.
back to school.
You're not going to want to miss any of it. We'll have you covered starting at 4:57 over on 13 WHAM, right through 10 o'clock here on Arc Rochester. Again, make sure to wake up with us and kick off your week the right way.
I'm so proud of you. You remembered what station?
I did.
Which
13
channel?
WHAM.
ABC.
Wow.
And that's where you'll find much more live local news later today. 13 WHAM news at midday coming up in just a little bit.
Bye. Have a good weekend.
See ya.